YouTube, what's happening? It is Wednesday night, March 26th, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about the Sweet 16, the men's college basketball tournament. We have these 4 games on Thursday, then the other 4 will be on Friday. I'm going to cover these only in this video. We're going to break them down, look for some value, all the usual stuff. Let's do a recap. Last time we had college basketball of actual note, because I haven't really done, I don't do NIT or anything like that. The actual tournament was Sunday, and we had these 8 games here. We went 4-4. Florida squeaked it out basically against UConn. Duke crushed under 170 hit. Bama hit under 147 hit. New Mexico, Michigan State. The other ones were red. So 4-4 day, can't complain. Yeah, that's a push basically. So all we lost was a little bit of juice, not the biggest deal. So if you want the plays typed out for every sport, or if you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, all you gotta do is go check out the HQ. Simple as that. Plus members get access to that. So, and that link to the HQ is going to be right there. Boom. Simple as that. So we have 4 games. This is going to be a real quick video. We're going to try to keep under 10 minutes. So let's go and jump to that first game right now. All right. So first game on the slate is going to be at 7:09 Eastern, random time, but whatever. It's going to be number 6 BYU, or 6 seed BYU, against 2 seed Alabama. Let's go ahead. We're going to pull up both teams. We're going to look at what they've been up to in these rounds. We see in the first round, they faced number 11 VCU. They won 80-71. Second game against number 3 Wisconsin, they won 91-89. An amazing game overall, but that game really wasn't that close. Let's be honest. BYU was up most of the time. Wisconsin stormed back, but it still didn't matter. So BYU won that one. They advanced. Now they're facing Bama. We look at Bama's games. They played Bobby Morris. They won by 9 in a very high shootout game, and then they faced St. Mary's. They played much better in the second game. That game never was in doubt, you could tell. So, and now they're facing BYU. So those are the 2 games. Let's head over to the lines. We got to take a look and see what the lines and everything are. Currently, we're sitting at Bama, 5.5 point favorite. 175.5 is our total. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of damn points. So let's go over to the sheet. Let's look at the numbers, see what we got cooking over here. So you see the records, how they've done this season. Now, last 3, all that has been updating. The records up top are not updating. That's just, that's regular season records, I believe. Yeah, because currently Alabama's 27-8. So yeah, this stopped this doesn't even count the SEC tournament. So it just counts regular season. But the numbers, they're all updated for us, which is nice. Like they've been doing all the other games. So we can see Bama's only 84 points. Bama, look at them slacking off around here. They were 95 earlier, but hey. So their average is 90 in the season. Defense still not there. 11 B91. That is clearly a Bama lean. 144 versus 89. That's a Bama lean. 82 versus 254. That's a Bama lean. And 56-29. That is a push. So we got 3 leans to Bama and a push. If anything, you can count that lean towards Bama too. So everything's leaning Alabama's way. We look at the efficiencies. Both are good. Both defenses, they're almost 300 BYU is. That ain't good. You don't want to do that because a team likes to run like Bama does. Ah, man, defense. Looking at this, my initial thought, my gut reaction, my instinct is saying Bama 5.5. That's what I'm thinking. I am going to look at totals too, because we always do that around here. We do the math. 75-84 comes out 159 to 161. That is a little range, and 175 is well over that range. Based on Bama's playing, hell, we could almost go under at this point. That's literally, the Bama games are 167. If they play slower, it could be in this range, which is 153. So, but I think the play in this one's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to say Alabama minus 5.5. Again, they were 5.5 against St. Mary's. So we're going to do the exact same play we did last time. Bama 5.5, move on to the next game. All right, game 2 is going to be 4 seed Maryland versus 1 seed Florida. Interesting. So we got that. Let's pop over and look at the what they've been up to in the tournament, like we've been doing. Maryland took on number 13 seed Grand Canyon, whooped that ass, 81-49. Wasn't close. Colorado State, the best ending we've had so far. I thought Maryland was going to win, and then all of a sudden Colorado State hits that 3, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, they won. Nah, Queen took over. Some argue he traveled. Hey, whatever. Did the whistle blow? I didn't hear a whistle. No one heard it. So whatever. It was a great shot. It was a great moment. Maryland advanced. So off the window with the kiss off the window. So he won that for Maryland. And then you see they won 72-71. Let's look at Florida. They took on Norfolk State. Wasn't a battle, but UConn was. And it says 77-75. That was a 3 at the end. It was like, yeah. Florida's down, then they were up. It was a fun game. That was a fun game to watch. So Ah, man, good stuff. Let's go to the lines. See what we got cooking over here. Florida, 6.5-point favorites. 156.5 is our total. Let's go over to the sheets so we can see what numbers we can crunch. Man, oh man, that's a lot of points. Ooh, buddy. All right. Well, first thing I'm noticing immediately is, uh, guys, how are you going to rebound? If you can't rebound against a team like this, that's already a problem. Usually, you know, I start at the numbers up top, but I saw this discrepancy and went, bruh, that ain't good. 77 versus 113, that's a lean to Florida. 90s, 196, 237, that's a lean to Maryland. So we got two offensive leans. 57 to 33, that's about a push. And 120 to 48, that is a Maryland lean. 3 versus 43, that is a slight Florida lean. 59 to 211, that's Maryland all day. So we have everything here. Florida 6.5. Florida has been a damn buzzsaw. Let's just keep it real. They keep it a buck. They have been. But up until they faced UConn, but it was UConn. I mean, come on, back-to-back tournament champions. They finally got knocked out. So, what do we take here? Let's look at the total. Currently, we're sitting at 163 and 140. That's a hell of a range. The total is 156. So, yeah, it's in the middle of the range. I'm not taking it over under this one. I have to pick a side. Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all, to be honest. To be frank, TBH, I don't like it. I think so. Maryland has one clear advantage and is going to be the defense guarding against Florida's threes. Florida doesn't get many points from, I mean, they make 9 threes a game. Okay, cool. The biggest thing I'm seeing, and then Maryland has the offensive efficiency versus the Florida defensive efficiency. The biggest issue is rebounding. If you get out rebounded like by a significant margin, that means offensive rebounds too, which means that ain't good. So, man, I want to root for Maryland. I do. I want the underdogs to advance. I want madness. We haven't had enough madness. Like, yeah, I want something. I don't think we get it here. I think Florida's too good. I think Florida's too good. They took out UConn. I think UConn would have took out Maryland. Maryland shouldn't even be here. Let's be honest. Hey, they shouldn't be here. They should be Colorado State. But either way, they're here. We're going to work with it. We're going to say Florida. Florida 6.5. I don't like the over under, so we're going to take Florida minus 6.5. Let's move on to the next one. All right, game 3 is going to be 4 seed Arizona versus 1 seed Duke. I said last week, Florida and Duke were the two buzzsaws. They've been buzzsawing through everybody. Yeah, Florida struggled, but now we got Duke, Arizona. We'll see what they've been up to. Arizona, they faced 13 seed Akron, and they whooped that ass. They won by 27 or 28. 28, yeah, it wasn't close. And then they played 5 seed Oregon. I will admit, I had Oregon advancing. I also took Oregon plus 3.5. They lost by 4. So, hey, whatever. You can see 87-83. Arizona advanced. Good deal. Now they're facing number 1 seed Duke. So let's look at what Duke's been up to, right? Duke faced Mount St. Mary's, wasn't close. Even the backups were just significantly better than Mount St. Mary's. It wasn't even competitive. The backups were literally balling out on the Mount St. Mary's starters. Baylor game also wasn't close. There was the matchup didn't matter. It was done from the first 3 minutes of the game. Soon as Duke took the lead, you could just watch it. You could just see Baylor has 0 shot. It's just there. Now they're facing Arizona, so we'll see how that goes. Let's look at the lines. We can see currently it is Duke 9.5 with a 153.5 total. That's the biggest spread of the day. We got a 5, a 6, a 5, and a 9. 9's a lot, especially in this week 16. Let's see if the numbers can make sense. Let's go over here. Well, offense galore. Yes, it is. And to be honest, same thing is standing out that stood out in the last game. The rebounds are standing out again. Arizona snagged some rebounds. Duke, not so much. And people are really going to start to question, Duke's record? They're the only ACC team left. Was the ACC just really overrated and Duke is just benefiting from an absolute cupcake schedule? People are asking. We'll see. 1-8 efficiency in their last 3 games. So that was against Baylor and Mount St. Mary's. So do with that what you will. But 7 versus 54 is a Duke lean. 119-19, that's a Duke lean. That's a big lean. 23-28 is literally a push. 30-162 is a Duke lean. We got 3 Duke leans, a push. That's a massive Duke lean. That's a massive Duke lean. The only thing Arizona has going for them on the statistics is rebounds. That's it. And pace. They're a faster team. Duke's kind of slow. And that's what they do. Man, I don't want to take nothing but favorites. I really don't want to take nothing but favorites. But come on, everything's leaning Duke. Duke's one of the buzzsaws. I have Duke in the Final Four, pretty much. I have them beating Alabama next week. So in my actual bracket, or next week. I say next week. I have them beating Duke, Alabama on Saturday. So I feel like it's next week. Yep, I know. Let's look at a total. See if we can take a total first. That's a lot of points. 81 plus 85. That's 166. 153 is the line. Can we get there? 132. Nope, we can't get there. Hell no, we can't get there. Not even close. Not even close. Dude, man, it's a lot of points. Do we trust Duke to win by 10? They beat the shit out of Baylor and Mount St. Mary's. Are they the hottest team right now? But Arizona beat up on Akron, and they beat up on Akron. But then they beat Oregon. Yeah, Oregon and Baylor are literally close. Shit. I don't love this one. If it was me, now I'm betting every game. Four on every game, I'm taking something. I 100% want to pass on this game. I don't like the line. I don't like the number, but I'm betting it, and I'm taking Duke because why not? If you make me pick something of the four choices of Duke, Arizona, over, under, I'm going Duke. Those are the four. Other than that, I don't trust Arizona to keep within 10. I just don't. But then again, I'm concerned about Duke, but then I see the numbers and it's like, well, Duke might just steamroll them too. And all of a sudden, is anyone going to stop Duke? I don't know. I'll pay for it. Give me Duke. I don't know. I don't like I got three favorites. I don't like that. Next. Last game, Arkansas, the 10 seed versus Texas Tech, the 3 seed. Is Arkansas the highest seed remaining? Look at some Friday schedule. Yeah, Arkansas is Cinderella. I mean, can a 10 seed really be Cinderella? I guess they would have to beat Texas Tech to really be a Cinderella, but can they? I guess they are, technically. Whatever. They can be. Who cares? So, yeah, you have those. Let's look at what they've been up to. Arkansas beat Kansas 79-72. Then they beat St. John's. So, I mean, yeah, they beat two teams ranked higher than seed-wise. So, and not only did they beat St. John's, they whipped that ass a little bit. They won by 9. But it didn't feel that close. Let's be honest. They didn't. Texas Tech is up next. Texas Tech, what have you been up to? You are Wilmington, 82-72, and Drake. They somehow got away from the Drake quicksand of how they play. So slow, they got away from it. So good job, Texas Tech. Let's go to the lines. Let's see what we got over here. So currently it is Texas Tech 5.5 with a 148 total. Cool. Let's go to spreadsheet. Let's see what we got cooking. First off, let's go ahead and just jump right into the total. 157, 147. The total is 148. It's in the range, but it's at the bottom of the range. I could be inclined to take an over. I could. I don't hate the over. I don't hate it, to be honest. So what about the numbers? 55-97, the slightest of leans for Arkansas. 15-27, that's 12 points. Come on, that's a push. Let's be real. Baby lean Texas Tech, even. It's a push. Come on. Neither team can shoot threes. They just don't want to do it. But they can actually defend. They don't. They don't even care. They're like, no, you can shoot them. We don't care. You ain't going to make them. So 18 versus 98, that is Texas Tech, and 116. So both offenses have the efficiency leans. Again, amazing rebounding, terrible defensive rebounding, above average both, faster, slower. I don't like a side in this one. I don't. You could say, hey, who is the 5.5 favorite team? I couldn't tell you. If I just looked at it, like, oh, yeah. So I think this one, I like the over. If I have to pick one of the four options, I'm taking over in this one. I'm going to go over 148.5. Yeah. Thankfully, I didn't take four favorites. I just go by the numbers. We take the numbers around here. So the numbers said, hey, these three favorites, and then the over. That's what we're going for. So, man. All right, that's the schedule. That's it. Four games. We're done. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but tomorrow night I will have the Friday video. I'll make these tomorrow night. We'll break them down again, just like we just did. See if we can find some value. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're doing. If you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheets, you know what you got to do. You got to go check out the HQ right there. So, enough of that. I'll see you tomorrow night, Thursday night, for the Friday college hoops games. Peace.